Welcome back. This is still the POLITY reaching you live from Abuja. It's still on to KAFTAN TV. Like I said earlier in the program, we'll be delving into the issue of the NLC and their ongoing, what I call it, confrontation with the Imo State government. And they have threatened to go on a nationwide strike on November 14. At the moment already, they have put in place measures to ensure a shutdown of Imo State, as they call it. Well, I've been joined now in the studio by a key member of the association. He is the president of the Motorcycle Operators Union of Nigeria, which is a body under the Labour Congress. I'm talking about Comrade Julius Bobi. He joins me now to speak on the stance of the NLC on the ongoing matter. Good afternoon and welcome to the program.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
All right. So a lot of Nigerians are perhaps not aware of what's really going on. So let's start from the basics. What happened? What led to the beginning of this? The governor made some allegations that the NLC president was there to play politics. What was he there in Imo State to do, and what happened?
First and foremost, let me start this way. The action by Congress in Imo State didn't start today. Those allegations by the governors, they are all false. The Congress president, Joe Ajero, is not a member of Labour Party. The issue in Imo State started last year, even before the election of Joe Ajero as Congress president. The issue started when Ayuba Waba was the president. So it's a fallacy, or rather it's a misleading. It's misleading by the Imo State governor to say that Joe Ajero was in Imo State to play politics. It's a farce.
So what was he there to do exactly?
What we went to Imo State to do was to enforce, or rather to ensure that the grievances of our members in Imo State are addressed. What I told you, this is an issue that started during the time of Ayuba Waba as the Congress president in 2021. So, Congress, a council, look at the issue once more and decided to go to Imo State because the state chapter of Congress has compromised. The governor, Hope Uzodimma, had bought them over. They decided to compromise. They put their personal interests far and above the interests of the workers in Imo State, the masses of Imo State. They sold their birthright for a pot of porridge, which is very, very unfortunate. So Congress, due to the outcry of the workers, the common workers in Imo State, Congress decided to be there physically. Just what happened in Kaduna State sometime last year during the time of El-Rufai. So I want to tell Nigerians that the governor of Imo State is just playing planks with Nigerians. We are very disappointed that a governor that has an election in a matter of days is brewing crisis in Imo State. Probably he has written, maybe INEC have written the result for him ahead. Or rather, he has written the result. So he feels nothing. Very, very fortunate. An election which we thought that every vote matters. What is there? The money of Imo State belongs to money of Imo State belongs to the people of Imo State. The workers were with workers that Congress is fighting for. The workers in Imo State, they are indigenes of Imo State. What is wrong with the governor? Give them their entitlement, their own money, and they are his brothers, they are his kinsmen. For God's sake, why this wickedness? Why this audacity? very, very unfortunate of the governor.
But if you can let us know, just to set the record straight, what happened when the NLC president was there? There are stories flying left, right, center, and the governor didn't really, admit to anything, even though he said there were issues of politics involved, and he sort of brushed it aside. But let us know what the agitation even is, in terms of, what happened to the national president. What really happened to him?
What happened is that Congress and Council decided, not only Nigeria Labour Congress alone, including TUC, our sister Labour Center, the two organs moved into Imo State. With all the affiliate unions, they were all in Imo State to seek for redress of workers that the governor unjustly sacked. Over 3,000 workers were unjustly sacked. And he equally, not only that, he equally refused to pay the pensioners. People who are already retired, who are entitled to their sweat. They are now close to their grave. We expected that His Excellency Hope Uzodimma will treat the elders of Imo right. After all, as a leader and as somebody who, if it's somebody who have the interests of the people, or rather is interested in the welfare of the people, he shouldn't toy with the welfare of the elders of Imo State. These people retire at the age of 60 years. When you become 60, you are already an elder. If not the kind of country we are, in overseas, they take off their ideas, they take off their pensioners. But unfortunately here, the young ones, or rather those who are in government, always want to eat the weight of the elderlies. Then the elder will continue to put costs on them. And the costs will definitely follow them. I want to sincerely appeal to the governor of Imo State to do the right thing. Those whom he sacked, they are indigents of Imo State.
So is that what the current actions in Imo?
Yes, sir, that's it.
No, what I mean is I'm talking about what's going on right now. Just before you came in, there was a breaking news on Imo State Airways being blacklisted. I think there's an order, so to speak, to shut down the state.
Yes.
So all of this, it is, when you are doing it, is that, what do you want in the end? Is it an apology for the national president, or all these issues you've brought out, you want them reversed? Okay, now, first thing first. You asked me about the genesis of this whole problem. Yes.
And I have told you here that the governor sacked over 3,000 workers when he came in, when he resumed. People whom he unjustly sacked, they are indigents of Imo State. He sacked them unjustly. And we have agreed with them before now with him that he will recall them back. He refused. The Imo Council, the most chapter of the Congress, compromise. The state chairman and his escorts, they compromise. They decided to take something from the government. They decided to take something in order to compromise the workers, and they compromised. The workers cried to the national headquarters of Congress that we should come to their aid, and there was a meeting was summoned. NEC meeting was summoned, and we all agreed that it is good. Congress, with all its affiliates, should move into Imo State. The two labor center, TUC and NLC, should go into Imo State. And we moved in there. It was not a personal decision by Joe Ajero. But Joe Ajero was targeted by the governor because he wants to blackmail him. If he wants to divert the issues that are on ground, he's supposed to face the issue of unjust sack of 3,000 workers and the non-payment of pensioners, elders of Imo State who have served their fatherland, who are supposed to enjoy their retirement, whom the governor is supposed to even give extra support, just like what the federal government is doing now. Just what Mr. President just did recently by giving this 75,000 palliative to the pensioners. That's how the Imo State governor is supposed to do. I just wonder if he treats the elders of Imo like, I don't know how he's going to end up as an old man. Very unfortunate. So his own is to target Joe Ajaero, the Congress president, and tag him as a member of a Labour Party, and that he came to Imo State to campaign for Labour Party, which is a force. Because each of us will belong to different political parties. Congress, or rather NLC or TUC, they are not political parties. And the Congress cannot take a blank decision to support a party candidate, but we are free as individuals to belong to different political parties. So that was not the decision of NEC to go to Imo State. The decision of NEC to go to Imo State was to go and fight for the workers. The over 3,000 workers that the governor sacked unjustly, and the pensioners, the elders of Imo who have served their fatherland, that he refused to pay their entitlement, their wages. That is the truth of the matter.
But on this political matter, the fact that the Labour Congress supported the presidential candidate, do you think that has any reason to?
No. That's a past issue. That's the past issue. We have put that, everybody, after all, there's already, Supreme Court have decided the matter, and everybody have put the issue of the presidential issue behind them. We're not looking at good governance. So
the Labour Congress is not interwoven with the Labour Party?
No. I told you here that each member of Congress belongs to different political parties. Like me here, I belong to a different political party. I'm not a supporter of Labour Party. I'm a pure supporter. I'm a core supporter of APC. I work for APC. I deliver my community to APC. I have nothing to do with Labour Party.
And now you are speaking out against the actions of the APC government.
Yes, why is it? Because the Labour movement is my primary constituency. As a unionist, I came from a constituency. That is my value. That is my career. I must protect my own first. I must say the truth. I told you here, those over 3,000 workers that the governor sacked, they are indigenous of Imo State. If not the kind of country we are. There are some countries, they pay their citizens allowances even when they are unemployed. The governor is supposed not to sack them. He's supposed to find a way around it. And mark you, he has already agreed with Labour before now to restore them. And he remains on it. So, when we went to Imo, he now targeted Congress president. And he released his attacker dogs on him. Both the police and his aides to attack him. And the whole world is aware of it. Even the international, we have been receiving a lot of this thing from international bodies, our affiliates, condemning that action. So the governor cannot deny that Joe Ajaero was not attacked by his aides. Joe Ajaero was attacked by the governor. The governor asked his aides and his security aides, rather, let me put that way, to attack him.
But these still remain allegations.
It's not an allegation. It's not an allegation. It's cleared. Even the international word is aware. The international words are the international. The whole world is aware now that attack was orchestrated by the governor. And let me tell you, let's be very true to ourselves. If you encourage a monster, if you be a monster, tomorrow you will be the next person we devour. For me, as a member of the APC, I don't want anybody that will give the party bad image. I remembered when El-Rufai had problem with Labour, the then president, Buhari, invited El-Rufai immediately to the villa and asked the former minister of Labour, Chris Igege, to step into the matter. And that matter was resolved. I still expected Mr. President, who is our father, to do likewise. Because we cannot afford, especially at this time when the POLITY is hit up. 3 off-season elections about to take place. This is the time for us to live in peace. Impunity is what removed PDP from government. Impunity. So we must not allow it. The party must not allow it. I'm able to say it. What are we talking about here? The citizens, over 3,000 citizens of Imo State, they are indigenous of Imo State. The governor should have compassion on his own brothers and sisters and do the needful. What is wrong there? Engage them. The money belongs to the group. The money does not belong to him. Does not belongs to His Excellency Hope Uzodimma. The money belongs to the indigents of Imo State. Make it available for them. Make it available of the elderlies, the pensioners who have served their fatherland. They should enjoy the last moments of their life. They are closer to their grave. His Excellency Hope Uzodimma should have compassion on them and pay them their gratuity. Let me tell you, the governor of Kogi State, 2 days ago, he paid bulk money, 400 and something million, for students of Kogi State as bursary. What stops Hope Uzodimma for doing likewise? Call these workers back, give them their entitlement, pay the pensioners. After the money belongs to Imo State, people will be happy, and everybody will live in good accord. And I'm here to plead with him. As a leader of the APC, he should go show a good example. The people that is making Congress to have a showdown with him, they are his own brothers. They are no strangers. He's not giving Imo State money to strangers. We that went to Imo State, I'm from Delta State, like us other people. I'm not demanding that you should give me money. Give this money to your brothers and sisters. They are the ones that are involved in this matter. The pensioners too, they are his elders. You should pay them so that they will pray for him. Everybody needs the prayers of the elders. So I thank you.
All right. So the question is, the NLC has made a stance. You have been very clear about what you are agitating for, and it's nothing political. Mm. So the actions you are taking now, I believe some portion is extended to the national. Is it still about Imo, or can you enlighten us? We know November 14th is supposed to be a day for kickoff of is it protest or strike or thereabouts, and also the things currently going on in Imo. For how long will it continue? What does the Congress wants to see before they begin to call off these things? Because we know Congress has made intentions about power. We've seen airlines being affected, and so many other industries, set to be shut down. So what is the end goal, the result? What will Labour see that will make them begin to draw back?
His Excellency Senator Hope Uzodimma, the governor of Imo State, should have a rethink. No man is God, and nobody knows tomorrow. He should have a rethink for the sake of his own brothers. All these politics will come and go, but brothers will remain brothers. He will still go back. He will still fall back to Imo State in his old age. He should use this opportunity to write his name in gold. He should not hit up the polity. A man that is going for his second term bid. He needs all support. He needs all support. So he should do the needful by recalling back those workers, pay them all their entitlements, and pay all the pensioners their entitlement.
What about Comrade Joe Ajero himself?
As for Joe Ajero, the governor should stoop low to conquer. He should swallow pride and apologize to Congress. Mark you, it's not only NLC. This is a slap on the labor movement. When you talk of labor movement, you talk of Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, and Trade Union Congress, TUC. They are the two labor centers in Nigeria. And mark you, these two labor centers have affiliate unions well over 70. So there's nothing wrong if Mr. Governor just say, I'm sorry, my brothers, let's live as one. It's too close to conquer, especially at a time that his second term bid is at stake. I don't know, except he has something agenda. Look, let me tell you one thing. What goes around comes around. El-Rufai was so stubborn as a governor of what's the name of Kaduna State. Congress moved into Kaduna. At the end of the day, issues were resolved. The man served his term. He wanted to come back as a minister. What happened? His Senate did not clear him. That's why I said it's good to wash our hands clean. No need for controversy if I'm to advise Mr. Governor. Whoever that is advising him to allow this issue to continue all this crisis will continue to escalate, that person is not doing him good. That person is an evil human being. That person does not want him to get a second term. A second term is at stake. That is the reason why, except he has a second agenda. That's what I said here at the beginning of this discussion, that it appears the governor has written his result already, or INEC have written the result for him. And I'm using this opportunity to call on all stakeholders, as far as Imo State election is concerned, the Guba election coming up this Saturday is concerned, that everybody should be vigilant. Because if the governor can be so stubborn at the time of his election, then he's up to something. It's up to something. El-Rufai wasn't as stubborn as this. I'm able to say it. El-Rufai wasn't as stubborn. But look at how the whole thing ended. He was recommended by Mr. President. At the end of the day, Senate did not clear him. There were a lot of petitions. Why should the governor of Imo State, that is going for second tenure, allow his brothers to die? I heard that in Imo State, man, no, you can't even campaign. If you speak against the governor, you are a dead man.
Well, these are allegations, so we'll try and be careful also about the issue of writing results. Well, anyway, it has been kicked into gear. The NLC has done what is doing.
We have declared a strike because of that action, because of the assault.
Is that what is in relation to the nationwide?
Yes, we've said now from yesterday or from today, total shutdown in Imo State. Electricity. No, Imo State has been declared as a non-fly zone. No flight into Imo State. Then other actions. Then also, I think there's another action again going to take place tomorrow in Airport Road, 6 a.m. Or Congress with all its affiliate unions will be on ground from 6 a.m.
But what do you make of this? The fact that we're almost on the eve of election when all this is happening.
I've said it all here.
No, I'm talking about from your own point of view. Probably, the governor might see it as, well, let me not speak for the governor. I don't know what's in it. But the question is,
he has more at stake. The governor has more at stake. A man that is going for a second tenure.
But don't you think this will also affect the people of Imo in terms of how they can vote? Because at the end of the day, if all of this, if they are encountering all these inconveniences,
they said
they might not come out to cast their votes.
It was Wole Soyinka that said, the man died is he who keeps silence in face of tyranny. Imo State, Imo indigenous are they are in a debacle. This is a very serious situation. This is the time they have to come out and exercise their franchise, even at the gunpoint. If that day they come out and somebody point gun and then not to come out, they should come out. Man die but once. And there's a popular saying that the people that, how would I put it, that the people united can never be defeated. Imo indigenes should be, they come out, Emas, this calls for a big challenge. If they don't come out, if they shy out, indulgence, they will, a tyrant will be in the government house ruling them. They will be the biggest loser. Imo State, both in Nigeria and diaspora, they should speak in one voice. Come at en masse to use this election to make a statement. I told you here, Imo State, the people, what is involved is Imo indigenes. The money of Imo State does not belong to me. It's just that it's privilege to be in position of managing the resources of Imo State. If I were to be him, I will, as far as the money is, as far as it's for my brother benefit, as far as for my kinsmen, I will even go as far as to go and borrow. Survive first. Borrow for your brothers. Let them survive. You lose nothing. After all, debt doesn't kill. It's not today that people are, even US is, they still borrow. As far as your citizen will be comfortable. Make a mark. Make them happy. So that posterity will be on your side. No man is an island. No matter how rich the governor of Imo State is, no matter how buoyant he is, no matter how other Nigerians accept him to be their own, definitely home is home. You cannot stay, you cannot come and hang in Abuja forever. You cannot go to Sokoto anywhere to go. You will still fall back to Imo State where it comes from. So you should do the needful. Allow this whole rubbish to be off.
All right. Do you have any appeal to the president in all of this? Because the November 14 plan involves the nation. That is no longer just Imo State. Any words for the president on this issue?
I've said it. I think I've hinted it before now, that this is the time for Mr. President to come out. Our people have a popular saying that a goat does not give birth in the presence of the presence of his the presence of blah blah blah. Mr. President has kept quiet for too long on this matter. You should make a bold statement. The governor of Imo State, the people of Imo, the people that were unjustly sacked by the governor, the pensioners that have not received their gratuity being paid by the governor. We Nigerians who are labor leaders pushing, supporting our brothers in Imo State so that they will not die in penury. We are all Nigerians. We are all his children. It's the right time for him to call both sides to order. And also, as the leader of the APC, ensure that nobody sees this to see APC in a bad light. This election, one vote counts. It was a punity that threw PDP out of government in 2014, 2015. We must learn from the mistakes of PDP. The immediate past president, Buhari, did the needful when similar thing happened in Kaduna. Congress moved to Kaduna. The whole place was shut down. No electricity, no movement, no railway services. As a father of the nation, the former president have to summon both sides, both the governor and the leadership of Congress, to a meeting, and quickly asked the minister in charge of labor to swing into action and make sure there's a compromise. And that's how Kaduna matter was resolved. We should do the same thing. And I know President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is more compassionate. He's one of the most compassionate presidents we have ever seen. Somebody who hates poverty, somebody who hates oppression, and it's hard to make a mark. I want him to use this Imo State to make a mark. Let it be on record that he stepped in and it was resolved amicably. Everybody is happy. Both the Imo governor is happy, the teachers of Imo is happy, labor leaders are happy, Nigerian masses are happy. So I sincerely, use this medium to appeal to him to do the needful quickly, expeditiously, without wasting time, before there's breakdown, flow and order. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Comrade Julius Bobi. It's been great to hear from your own angle, and we hope to see developments on this matter in the coming days. Thank you so much for coming.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
All right. Pleasure. We'll take a look now at a clip here from the Labour Party presidential candidate for 2023 and his comments on the supplementary budget. After taking a look at that, we'll come back and bring you the last of updates that we promised earlier in the program. But that's the end of the discussion. I've been speaking with Comrade Julius Bobi. He is a member, one of the key members of the Nigerian Labour Congress. And those were his words on the ongoing tussle with the Imo State governor and plans that the NLC has going forward to resolve the issue of pensioners and sacked workers, and also the matter of the national president himself. We'll go on a short break now and bring to you that clip. When we return, the program continues. Stay with us.